Okay, hi, my name is Robin, certified nutrition specialist, and this is our pre-shred meeting. I'm going to go over the details of Shred 10, what to do, how to manage these 10 days, and answer any questions that you may have. I think I may have said I'm Robin, certified nutrition specialist, and let's talk about Shred 10. So it's a jump start to better health. You're shredding the foods and the habits that are not serving you and focusing on flooding your body with whole food nutrition. And y'all, the shred, it really does work. Very, very effective. So what you're going to do during these 10 days is you will eliminate common allergens, which is gluten. It's the protein found in wheat, dairy, sugar, and processed foods. And by eliminating this gives your gut a break. And for that, you just may see some positive things happening in your body. Stay faithful to it for 10 days. I know sometimes with the sugar, people get a little bit antsy about that. However, if you're using the shakes, the protein that can give you that sweet tooth comfort. All right, so you're going to drink enough water so that your urine is clear. So I mentioned what you're pulling out. Drink enough water so that your urine is clear. When you first wake up, that should be the darkest your urine would be, and it should get lighter throughout the day. You sleep 7 to 8 hours per night, exercise most days, and you want to stop eating after 6, 7 at the latest. You'll replace 1 or 2 of your meals with the Juice Plus Complete Shake. So all of you should have that. If you don't, you should right now have it. But again, if you don't, contact your shred leader. Also, you're going to consume the Juice Plus fruits, vegetables, and berries, as well as the omegas. So you're going to take 1 or 2 of your meals and replace it with the shake, and then also take your Juice Plus. I think it's very easy to make a shake and put the Juice Plus in the shake. You don't need to open them up or anything. You just throw them in and blend it up if you're making a smoothie, and it's super easy. I never swallow the capsules. I just always drink it with my shake. Or if you have chewables, then you can just chew those separately. There's a 10-day menu at a glance. If you don't have that, contact your shred leader so that they can get it to you. And it just pretty much goes over the guidelines and has somewhat of a grocery list there, and it's a tool for you. So I'm going to repeat this again. Your breakfast can be the complete smoothie. And so when I say a smoothie, that can be with a cup of fruit, a little bit of, or a cup of almond milk, a nut butter. I put sunflower seeds, y'all, in my smoothie, a handful of sunflower seeds. And so you have your cup of fruit. If you're watching your blood sugar, you're going to do a half a cup. You would do your nut milk or liquid water, your powder, and good fat. So it could be avocado, it could be almond butter. Put all that in the blender. I put my capsules in there, and that makes a very, very hearty smoothie that can keep you full for 4 hours or more. Your lunch can be a shake, just the protein and almond milk or water, or you can do a meal, whole food balanced meal. And there's guidelines to do that. And then your dinner is a balanced meal. And that balanced meal could look something like salmon, broccoli, and brown rice, to just keep it simple. Or if you're vegetarian or vegan, maybe you would have a plant-based protein source, maybe like tofu, brown rice, and broccoli. Just keep it simple for these 10 days, and you will see what your body likes and does for you. As I mentioned to you, the breakfast or your first meal of the day can be that smoothie. And so here's a snapshot of what I just said. Avocado is a good fat, a nut butter, nuts, good fat. That just helps you stay full. If you have blood sugar challenges, half of a cup of fruit or half of a banana is the recommendation. Sometimes I used to add a salad on the side but now I just do my smoothie and it keeps me full. But if you feel like you want some more food, then you can have a side of vegetables. With the complete shakes, there's just a couple of things that we want you to know. If you get gas, that's not unheard of. It has a lot of what's called prebiotics, which feeds your good bacteria with fiber. And so sometimes it kicks up, some of the stuff that's in your gut, and it creates sometimes some gas. And we know that it should subside. Tell your shred leader if you're comfortable with that, if you feel like it's just out of control, because we know that can happen to some, not for all, but it does go away. So just know that it's not just you. When you're doing this shred, you're flooding your body with so much good food, and depending on where you're starting, your body may say, hey, this is a lot of good food. And so it might sometimes give you almost a detox effect. So just pay attention, reach out to your shred leader. They know exactly what to say or to help you. And if for some reason they don't, then you can have them find me and we'll help you through it. When I mentioned the whole food meal, I went over that again, but I want to make this point. So it could be chicken, fish, turkey, tofu, vegetables, and then your carbohydrate can be brown rice, quinoa, sweet potato, corn tortillas, which is my favorite and my BJ's favorite, so we can make tacos. So you'll probably hear from my BJ toward the end. And some of the carbohydrates that are on the shred recommended list: rice, oatmeal, beans, sweet potatoes, corn tortillas, quinoa, plantain, grits, popcorn, and fruit. Those are the ones we recommend, and all of these options are gluten-free. And then for your protein, all of it should be grilled, baked, broiled, pan-seared, fish, chicken, turkey, tempeh, tofu, eggs. The protein, Juice Plus Complete, is a complete protein. We want to stay away from red meats during the shred. So there you go. And then the vegetables, raw, frozen, just refrain from having veggies in a can. The canned veggies are usually have a lot of sodium and not the live enzymes that we would want you to have. So fresh and raw veggies are the best. There's a cookbook that comes with the shred and some recipes. Contact your shred leader if you do not have those right now, and they will make sure that you get them. Some of you may be familiar with intermittent fasting, where you are eating for a period of time for generally an 8-hour period, a window, and then for the rest of the time you're not. So that could look like eating at 10, 2, and 6, or 11, 3, and 7. Intermittent fasting is not for everyone, meaning that raw veggies can cause a lot of gas. Yes, yes, raw veggies can cause a lot of gas. And after, I'm going to go through this, and then we're going to have some conversations with some of our other shred leaders. Intermittent fasting is not for everyone, be it that if you're pregnant, if you have low blood sugar, low blood pressure, you want to eat more frequently. With the intermittent fasting, you really are just eating like 3 meals a day in that shorter window. And so if you have additional questions, we're going to make sure at the end we can answer those for you. The capsules, the Juice Plus capsules or chewables, this nutrition is it's really powerful. I'm going to tell you why, but I want you to realize this. Whatever you eat, when you eat fruits and vegetables, a couple of things. In the store, they're not picked vine ripened because they can't. They can't pick it ripe and then it's sit in the store and wait for you to come. So they pick it before it's ripened. And when that happens, all of the nutrients aren't in there. So it takes a lot for us to get what we need when we're eating fruits and vegetables out of the grocery store conventionally. With the Juice Plus, it is really the raw fruits and vegetables with the water taken out, the pits, the peel, the seeds, all of that in a grinder, and you get all of the powder, the nutrients that our body needs. So it's considered raw, it is vine ripened, and it's synergistic in this way. When we eat, you eat the vegetables that you like. Maybe you don't like kale, so you don't eat kale, or maybe you don't eat dates or blueberries or bilberries. So with the Juice Plus, it's the colors of the rainbow that are working together to create, I want to say, magic within our body at a cellular level. When you take them, if you're just starting out, I recommend taking half of the dosage just to get started. So if you're taking capsules and you have the fruits, the vegetables, and the berries, and the omegas, depends on what you have, but you're taking 2 of each kind generally. That's the standard dosage. When you first just start, just for a few days, just take 1 of each and then work up to 2 of each. With the chewables, as an adult, you're taking 4 of each, which is the standard dosage, and just start off with 2 of each. I hope that makes sense. At the end, again, I'll open it up for questions or comments and clarification, but you want to, when you're first starting, to start a little slower and then jump right in. With the omega blend, so the omegas are powerful. It helps the brain, the joints, the heart, the lungs, so many different systems in our bodies. This is a full spectrum of omegas. Most people hear about omega-3, but this is 5, 6, 7, and 9. It's again a synergy. When it works together, magic happens. This compared to other traditional fish oil pills. So it's all plant-based. So there's no fish. It's the fish eat the algae, and that's where the omegas come from. And what makes the Juice Plus omegas very powerful is that you achieve in your blood levels the optimal amount of omegas in half the time and half the dosage of traditional fish oil pills. So faster and more potent. The benefits of Juice Plus are vast, but I want to specifically know and tell you what we know by research. It's not a vitamin, even though it's in a capsule or chewable. People call it a vitamin, looks like one, but it really is food, and it's just encapsulated. So when people call it a vitamin, I was like, no, don't say that. So it's food. Here are the 11 things you can expect to take place. Within the first 7 days, all the antioxidants in your blood plasma will go up by 75%. Within the first 7 days, all the free radicals and the damage they do go down by 75%. This is very powerful because antioxidants in your body help you to boost your immune system and all kinds of wonderful things that we want to happen. In the first 80 days, your DNA will be less damaged than it was before you started. And this is known through blood work. Cardiovascular improvement and circulation within 28 days. Your immune system, T cells and your B cells, are heightened within 80 days. That's very, as I said, very important. Anti-inflammatory response throughout your entire body, healthier gums, and your teeth bleed less often. That's my experience by taking them. 39, increased circulation. Your skin glows, and that healthy glow on your skin. Pregnancy study. So it lowers the risk of preeclampsia, toxemia, and premature labor. Vast benefits for adults. A new study shows the decrease in belly fat and insulin resistance, and increased lung power and capacity in heavy smokers. That's what we know. You may hear of other people sharing their stories because as a result of the immune system being stronger, or the antioxidant level in your blood goes up, they take care of other systems within the body. So it's a ripple effect of good, of what can happen. If you have a child, a grandchild, you are able to get them Juice Plus for free. Kids are going back to school. Now is a real good time to making sure that they have this in their system. And we know that 93% of children that take the Juice Plus within a year have a 93%, something good happens, right? 93% of them notice a good positive change. All right, so do you have your menu, your cookbook, access to the accountability group? If you have Facebook, if you don't, your shred leader will connect with you in different ways. And there is a 4-week meal plan that comes after the shred to be used as a guide. And most importantly, you want to have your personal drive and commitment. This is 10 days. You can do anything for 10 days. If you want to, we suggest taking your measurements for you, just so that you can see before and after, and just continue to take them. We hope that you will continue to shred. We do this every month. And if you keep doing it, you will definitely see some results. It becomes a lifestyle. Preparation is key. The shred starts on Monday. Because it's Thursday. So if you're listening to this as a recording, it's a Thursday. So it starts on Monday. And so whatever is in your cabinet that may be tempting to you, now's a good time to, I guess, eat it or get rid of it and just be ready to rock and roll on Monday. There's always people that'll say, oh, I wasn't ready. Like, get ready, it's coming. Because if you're ready, then you can jump full force into this 10 days. Okay, so the Facebook group is called Enhanced Shred Facebook group. I'm saying get back with your shred leader. If you don't know where this group is, they'll help you get there. We like to hold each other accountable. In that group, show your meals, say how you're doing. We love to hear from you and how your experience is going. We encourage you to participate in there. Again, if you don't have Facebook, your shred leader will have another way to communicate with you. After the shred, we tend to have a meeting after a wrap-up meeting, and that usually takes place the Thursday after the shred at 6 p.m. or 9 p.m., depending on your time zone. And we just, if you're new as a shredder, just share your experience, and we help you to figure out what to do next. I can't say enough about how powerful the shred is. Let me see if there are any questions, and then we have a couple of shred leaders on if they want to have anything to say before we hop off. Any questions from any of the shredders, shred participants? Okay, any shred leader want to say anything or chime in? Did I miss anything? Anything you want to say? BJ, are you out there?
I'm out there. I'm on my phone this time.
Oh, you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Did you want to say anything? You've been shredding for 2 years, 3 years?
Yep, 2 years. And I think the key thing is preparation. The easiest thing is to make sure that you really take out anything in your home that you shouldn't be eating, and reduce your food budget so that you don't buy sweets and sugars and red meat and pastas and stuff like that. That can even help you pay for your fruits and veggies when you do that. And the preparation is key. Now, I love the 10 days, but at my age, when they showed me the meal plan and I looked at that, I didn't want to remember all of that. So I just decided it was easier for me to stay on the shred. So I've been eating shred for 2 years, but my leader, Dr. Burnetta, taught me when you do it right, you can have a cheat day. So I have a cheat day once a week, but on a coffee saucer or a small bowl. So I'm not cheating and eating my normal portion. But because of that, even in the first 4 months, I lost a substantial weight. And I just enjoyed losing the weight and seeing in the mirror the effects. So I've lost a total of 53 pounds. Wow. And I've gone from size 16 to wearing an 8 right now. And that I love. So you can do it, but you have to keep yourself honest and true to it. Don't buy the stuff you don't need to eat. And if you want to do it quicker, join me and just shred, 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 shred,
Yeah.
shred.
I want to say this about, so you're about to be 75, and you had spent more of your life not eating the shred than you than you did.
Right.
But once you jumped on, you really embraced it.
Right.
And you just had such an incredible transformation. And I would say it's never too late to be inspired. Yeah. You were like the number one shredder. So thank you for that. Anybody else before we hop off, or before I turn the recording off? Any other shred leader?
Hey, it's Bernetta.
Hey there.
Hey there. So I think the one thing I wanted to add is that, you might have a hiccup along the way, but, don't quit.
Yeah.
So be ready just in case something like, sneaks up on you. Of course, you're going to plan really well and really speak positive and think positive, but just in case something happens, don't quit. Just pick right up and keep going, because it will make all the difference. And be ready. Some people, when they, you spoke about the gas, that's a real thing. I really struggled with that initially, but after I had been on the plant powders for a while, my body kind of, I'm sorry, I'm inside now. My body's relaxed and also allowed me. So I still do my one shake a day, even though when we're not on the shred. I love my shake. And so the raw vegetables might create a little bit of gaseousness. So keep that in mind. And one of the ways to really begin to address that is water. Get your water in, and that'll really be a help. So
Awesome.
Yay, shred.
Yes. Emma, did you want to say anything? You don't have to, but I just want to make sure.
Thinking about my sister, she did the shred for the first time, and she was heavy, and she went, and she don't mind me telling you, she's ashamed. She's not ashamed. She don't do social media in the computer and stuff. So she told me to make sure that I tell you that the shred did work for her, because before she could not walk. Her legs and fingers hurting, and she did it for a month, and she went from 353 and she lost to 340. I mean, she did it for 2 weeks too. I mean, 10 days. And so she lost those pounds. And so she's been doing shred ever since.
Wow.
And so I call her twice a week just to see how she's doing. And so I told her that shred gonna start on Monday or on the 13th. That's Monday.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's Monday.
Shred gonna start on Monday, and get all your stuff. So now she's more conscious about what she's eating, and just the plant-based capsules. They actually caused me to crave for more fruits and vegetables. I thought I was doing great. And then I was like, you're not doing so good, because I'm conscious about what I put in my body. And so I was like, I thought I was eating, really good. But it's totally different. And I lost a good bit of weight on the shred 10, and I continue to do it as well. I'm gonna be like Mama BJ, because
right. All of us. All of us. Like
so, but yes, that's what. And I told her that I would tell her story for her. So in the future, I'll see what she did, and I'll let you guys know. I'll keep y'all up to date.
You said she couldn't walk before?
She could walk, but she could barely walk. She was out of bed, barely walk from the house to the mailbox. Wow. And so she called me the other day and said, Emma. I said, what's wrong? She said, I walked down the street to the corner. So I got on Google map, and I found her house, and I went to the corner she went to. I said, God, that's a long way. And she was like, yeah, she said, I didn't give out a breath. I'm doing really good. Thank you. And so I just trying to keep encouraging her.
Wonderful stories. So I'm actually going to turn the recording off. So again, if y'all are listening as a recording, get with the shred leader. If you have any questions, I'm going to turn that off right now.